Hello, this is John from caveofprogramming.com, and in this tutorial we're going to talk about signing and exporting your application. So if you want to publish an application, and also if you want to do certain things like use the Google Maps API, you need to digitally sign your application, and that's a lot less difficult than it probably sounds. And in fact, you can sign it yourself. You don't need an external certificate or authority, and you can do it from Eclipse. So I've got my finished application here, Note Squirrel, and I'm going to right click my application and I'll go to Export, which is here somewhere. There we go, Export. And I'll select this Android folder and go to Export Android Application and click Next. Okay, so here I can select the project that I want to export, which is kind of pre-filled in because I got here by right-clicking my project, and I'll click Next. Now you need to create a key store if you haven't already got one, and a key store is a file that stores your digital certificate, and you can reuse this certificate for multiple applications if you want to. The important thing is just don't lose it, because if you lose it you won't be able to upgrade your application. So here I'm going to go to Create New Key Store, and I'll select a location for it by browsing. I'll put it in this C tutorial folder, and I'm going to call this johnwpurcell.keystore just because that's my name. And you need to give your key store a password, so I'll give this some kind of password. There we go, and I'll click Next. And now I need to create a particular key for my application. Well, actually, I'm just here creating a key that goes in the key store, so I can, and again I can reuse this for multiple applications. So I could call this key 1 or something like that, and I'm gonna create a password for this, and there we go. And the validity, I think your keys have to expire by 2033 at the moment, or so I've read, but it's 2012 now, so I'm going to give this 30 years validity and see how that goes. And I'll fill in my name here, and for organization I'm just going to fill in my website URL, caveofprogramming.com, and you can fill in the rest if you want. I'm not going to, just because I move from country to country a lot. And I'll click Next. Actually, maybe I'll put UK, which is after all where I'm from. And so I'll click Next, and now I need to export the APK file that will actually contain my application, and it will be signed using the key that I've just created. So I'll select, I've got a folder selected here, and I'm calling it notesquirrel.apk because my application is called Note Squirrel, and I'll just click Finish. And let's browse to that location, so C tutorial, and let's sort by date modified. And here we go, here's my notesquirrel.apk that contains my application, which I can now upload to the Google Store. And here is my key store, which contains my key, which I've used to sign this application. Okay, so that's it for this tutorial, and until next time, happy coding.